Hey Sag, I'm gonna jump straight in, see what wants to come out for you guys. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll be mindful not to have the music too loud. I know it's driving some of you mad. I feel like it helps me tune in sometimes, especially when I'm understimulated, but I'll keep an eye out for that. Okay, first card out, present energy. We got 5 of Swords, guys. 6 of Cups. 55 seconds. There's a lot of changes that are taking place. These are really positive changes. It's like things are kind of sweeping you off your feet and you're falling into the place you're meant to be. But it's like that doesn't make the fall any easier. Yeah. Some of you are doubting your intuition, doubting if you're making the right decisions. Very uncertain time. The energy is very uncertain, like foggy energy, foggy head. Like it feels like everything seems a very untrusting kind of energy. I'm not really sure who to trust, what to do, what action to take, what's best to do. It feels like there's a lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, a lot of projection, a lot of distraction, a lot of unwanted intervention, malevolent spirits, monitoring spirits. It's like, yeah, chaos, guys. 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Something's coming through I was guided to watch yesterday, which was really random and nothing to do with where I was at the time, but it's coming through now. Maybe that's why I was guided to watch it. It was about narcissistic abuse and about how you can suffer and feel like you're being spiritually attacked or actually being attacked spiritually because of not being able to lift yourself, you know, because of being stuck in that lower cycle. There's something here about, yeah, the nightmare's real, but your dream can overpower it. Yeah, there's distractions, but they don't have to distract you. Yeah, there's people that don't want you to win, but it doesn't mean you're not going to win. Yeah, there's projections, but it doesn't mean that you need to take that in as your narrative. You don't need to start, you know, adding on to limiting beliefs. This is a test. This is testing times. You know, who are you when all odds are against you, you know? Can you believe in you if you're the only one that does? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, 7 of Cups. You're not going mad. It feels like this is something that's coming through to like confirm. You're not going mad. Yeah, there's heavy energy right now. Yeah, you're going through really, I want to say deep, dark emotions. It feels like breaking generational patterns. It feels like a lot of new things coming to the surface that are hard to process, that are hard to... It's like very contrasting energy to your true nature. It could feel tormenting and you're being asked to really anchor in your own vibration, Queen of Wands. You know, meditate, you know, emanate that shield of light, like shield yourself, own your aura, literally, like, you know, light up. Those dementors will just bounce right off. The Fool. Yeah, new beginning. But what's coming up with this? What's coming up with this is you only go as high as you go low. There's 2 sides to the coin. Hey. That's okay. Do you know, I feel like I've only just started. Should I stop and start again? What are you saying?
No, you're good.
You good? We'll probably be out 20 minutes. Yeah. He's laying down. Mum's on her way. Yeah. Yeah. Box is in my room. Your nails.
Oh, thank you.
Can I just say, oh my god, I love, can you show the camera?
Little zebra print.
Insane. Mine came off now. I £4
But no, cool. I'll be back.
Yeah. Can you shut the door in?
Yeah.
Thanks. Future energy, the Wheel of Fortune. What's coming up? Okay, we've got the Fool in the past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in the future. What's coming up with the... Now I want to know the spiritual meaning for the zebra. What's coming up with the Fool energy is... Yeah. It's like, what do we really mean by getting to the top of the mountain, like overcoming yourself, being successful, whatever it is. You know, like anything that we kind of attract, you know, like no enemy within, no enemy without. The things haunting you are a reflection of you. I know this isn't always the case, but yes, this was coming through. The things haunting you are a reflection of you, 722, or a reflection of some kind of pattern, generational trauma. You know, you are not those that come before you. You're not your thoughts and feelings. But in order to really reach the top, which is the top of yourself. In order to reach the top, you have to reach the top of yourself, which means going through all, like the mud, the lower parts of yourself. It's like going through the soil to get to the sun. 8 minutes. Like in order for doors to open, you have to open the doors within you. And it feels like the only way to do that is by facing the horrors that persist and being aware that you're aware of, instead of like avoiding or pretending that they're not there. It's like the only way out is through. Hanged Man, yeah, higher perspective. 3-3. I'm just going to shut the door because it just blew open. I thought it was kind of part of the message. Alright, where were we? Right, Hanged Man, higher perspective. Yeah, Hierophant, Hanged Man, Fool, Wheel of Fortune, Death. You can't really, yeah. Alright, that is literally the message. That is literally the message. It's like, don't spend a minute too long in fear about what's going on. It's like, accept it. Accept what's going on. It's like it's like if you start to, it's like if you're battling with anxiety and you want to go and get help for your anxiety, the first thing you'll be told is to accept it. If you're battling with anything, it's like, accept it. The key is acceptance. Accept what exists. Accept what persists. Accept what you're resisting. Accept what accept the wholeness of things, the humanness of things, that unconscious collective, you know. It's that maybe you just can't, you know that thing of like, we can't bear the truth, we can't bear the thought, we can't bear the thought of like our own bloodline doing certain things, behaving in certain ways, thinking certain things, having certain perspectives, frames of mind, whatever it might be. It's like there's a deep acceptance here. There's not fear of the truth. It's like at the end of this, it's like you will have no fear of the truth. You can look the ugliness in the eye with a smile. That's what I want to say. And forgiveness for all, forgiveness for the unconsciousness of yourself, of yours, of everything, of everyone. It's like, in order to really be in this place of acceptance, it's not just like, okay, I'll accept it. No. You actually genuinely have to be in that place of acceptance, which firstly means going through how much you don't accept, you know, the rage, the tantrum, the sickness, the you know, like not being able to believe it, those kind of things, whether it's to do with your life, those that have come before you, whether it's to do with family dynamics, relationships, whatever it is coming through. But this feels like all of this comes back to you, as it does, you know, lone soul energy. Like when we leave this life, you know what I mean? It's like, have you done the work for you that you wanted to do for you? Whatever that means. Are you at peace with what you want to be at peace with? It feels like you have an opportunity here to make peace with the pain by choosing to firstly admit and accept that it exists. And it feels like in order to admit and accept it exists, it's creating like really tormenting emotions that the only way to dissolve those is to accept that they're there firstly, to use the breath, to breathe through things, you know, become aware of where you can feel certain things building up in the body, bring your attention to it, inhale, exhale, you know, expand the stomach on inhale, contract on exhale, whatever you feel called to do. But it's like, I'm saying breath because it feels like this is going to be constant. Whatever you're doing in the day, it's not like, okay, let's stop, do a whole workout, let's stop, have a tantrum. Maybe you can't, but the breath is a very fox medicine coming through, camouflage, unseen, unheard. It's a very discreet way of processing emotion and of releasing energy. So it's like, even be aware of that, because it feels like there's so much building up. You know, when you find yourself not even breathing for a period of time where it's just like in survival mode, you like check with yourself, like, am I even breathing right now? Can I take a deep breath? How much air can you get into your lungs before you start choking because you've not been, you know, breathing properly? Because, you know what I mean? It's like, take a minute, because it feels like it is like walking through the fire right now. But you ask for a new beginning. When you ask for a new beginning, you got to be ready for your old life to be torn to shreds, you know, like things being revealed. It's like, you want to see the truth, here you go. You want something better, then the old's got to go. And, you know, you've just got to kind of navigate moving around while that tower's collapsing beneath your feet, in the trust that you're going to stay standing, you're going to stay, you know, rooted regardless of what collapses around you. You choose what collapses within you. Some of you, it's like there needs to be a collapse within you, a release, holding on to things that no longer. Some of you, if you can feel when you're laying down, either just here in your stomach or just here, like a build-up of energy, 15 minutes, a build-up of energy, something, it feels like something collecting, something's about to release, where you could maybe be feeling it in your body, like something trapped, like stored, like a blockage. Some of you could really be feeling like an energetic, like a block, where it's like there's a heaviness, kind of feels like a heaviness in a certain area, feels around the chest or just higher up at the stomach. This weight is about to disperse, something's about to clear. It wouldn't have been possible if things hadn't got uncomfortable.
Sorry, darling.
That's fine, I go on. Saz just come in. Yeah, it's fine. You okay?
Yeah. One second.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Love you. Mama Smith. Right. Honestly, just need a minute to come back to where I was there. Maybe it was time to stop. I feel like I was rambling on about something for a minute coming through. Right. If it's meant to be, it will come back. New beginnings, Ace of Wands, the Star. Something's about to be recognised. Some of you, this is like worldwide. Some of you, this is like moving something into a different, you know, like expanding something, public recognition, whatever it might be. Guys, we've got the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, the Star, and the Hierophant. I feel called to pull up a different deck and just turn this down and tune in a minute, because I don't know what's going on, but this looks mad. Just all right, can we go back to the Star? Okay, I hear you. The Star. Okay, the Star energy is foundational factors. And what's coming through with this, as there's been an awakening, maybe a series of several awakenings. As much as you'd rather have not have gone through something, if you hadn't have gone through it, it would never have revealed to you what you actually desire, what you could be doing, what you actually deserve. It's like there's a thing here about wishing something didn't have to be so. It's too much emotional chaos, too much emotional pain, too much heartbreak. Like something literally ended you. It feels like really took you out for however long this has took you out for. But inevitably, it's shown you something, and it's shown you two sides of the coin here. It's shown you this is like been life-saving. The thing that nearly killed you has saved your life. This is what I need to say with this. This is what I need to say with this. The thing, 2121, the thing that nearly killed you saved your life, right? Because what this card is saying here, what's coming through with this, is, you know, and it's like the man behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz energy, yeah? Like, who's the man behind the curtain? And this come through for me the other day when I was standing in the kitchen, and I said something and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the man behind the curtain. And it just hit me like, whoever you want to be, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, whatever you want to create, you can give yourself permission to do it. You are whatever you choose to be, whatever you decide to be, whatever you show up as, whatever you embody, whatever you, as the man behind the curtain, you know, like, you are like the director, the creator of your own show, 2222. And a lot of people sitting over here thinking, how do I get all the way over here where the grass is greener? You know, it's like spending a lifetime fighting to be good enough to get over here, working out how everyone got over here, you know what I mean? And then you get all the way over here, and he's going to sit over here and look over this side, and all he's going to be doing is sitting here with the same horse, with the same grass, looking over there, realising that he is no more or no less than he was over this side than he is over this side, 22252. So it's like, he doesn't need to go and find the man behind the curtain, because he's the man behind the curtain. It's that thing of when people go seeking something outside of themselves, and they actually get the thing that they want, it turns out not to be what they want, and often comes with a lot of serious consequences. Something's been revealed to you where you haven't got them consequences. You haven't, like, something you wanted, you now no longer want, because the truth of what you actually wanted has been revealed to you, 2332, whatever that might be. And it really could be anything. Maybe in terms of you've saved your whole life to go to university, and then you find out that what you thought you was going to get out of it, you're not going to get out of it, and you know, like, it's not what feels right for you to do, or whatever it is. Instead of spending all the years there and realizing that afterwards something's put you in a position where you couldn't have what you want, and now you understand why it wasn't for you anyway. Maybe it's in terms of wanting to be famous, or wanting to be chosen by a certain individual, or be, you know, like, someone giving you permission to be the thing. It's like, you are the thing. The realization of the truth of what life or something truly is has been like earth-shattering. But now with that truth, you realize that you were the magic all along. You run your own show, and you don't need to go anywhere to get that running. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're good enough to start the show. You are already running your own show, 2442, you know. And if you're not liking the character that you are, like what your character is doing every day, how you're showing up, what you're wearing, how you're behaving, or like the life that's created by all the little things that go together, then you as a man behind the curtain can direct something different, can change the costume design, can change the lighting, can change the environment, can change, you know, the way you speak, or the way you move, or what you do, or where you go, or, you know, just like how you create a character in a book. It's like you find out where they go every day, and you start to build up an idea. Maybe every day they're in the pub, you see them, okay, every day they're in the pub, that they wear certain things, or whatever it is. Like, you start to build an image in your head, because this person is like, how you do anything is how you do everything. And it feels like there's no more pining for something, you are the thing. There's no more waiting for something, you can start when you decide to start. There's this realization of your own power here, that's prevented you being exploited by some other power, because of your power being taken in a different way, a way that you wish never happened, but it's a way that saved your life because you've survived this, but maybe something else would. There's a different energy coming through. It's like you just don't know, and that's what's coming through this, is that you just don't know. Yeah, these truths are hard, this aware, like what you're now conscious of is hard to accept, hard to work through. But it's been your saving grace, I want to say. And this is something that some of you are aware of, and some of you are going to understand on reflection. Some of you are going to understand on, like, as you surrender, as you let go, as you accept. It feels like certain things are going to come to you where you're going to gain clarity about why things had to go a certain way, and actually it was protection. Some of this pain is even protection, and this is going to be clear, but it's like it doesn't make it any easier in the moment. We've got the Judgment card here. Yeah. There's a lot of hurt and a lot of like disgust, I want to say, a lot of shame, a lot of hurt, a lot. Maybe some yours, maybe not, like, again, forgiving you and yours, but it's like there's resistance to a breakthrough's pending, but it feels like It feels like there's something in the way. This is being dealt with. You're being supported to clear this. It may not make sense why you're having to go to certain places, do certain things, be delayed, be sped up. It's like, try and go with the flow as best you can, because you're being guided and supported, for your mind to go where it needs to go, for your emotions to go where they need to go, your heart to be opened how it needs to, your body to move how it needs to, in different ways that may not make sense. How I always refer to that wax on, wax off energy, the Karate Kid energy. It's like, all that time he didn't know he was training, and then boom, won the whole thing. It's like, you don't realise you're in training here. This is some earth school business. Stay steady, stay grounded. Remember the bigger picture, like the higher perspective, have a higher perspective. When in confusion, do nothing, slow down the thoughts, deepen the breath, let it all go, come back to a smile, open the heart space, remind yourself that all is well, even if it ain't. All right. Yeah, because it's like the advice, the best you can do is just higher perspective, stay in celebration, honor your emotions, honor this grief. But it's like, two can exist at the same time, the grief and the celebration. Amplify the celebration as you work through things. It's like, make sure that the celebration is driving your decision making, and not some kind of bitterness, not some kind of pain. Be mindful of your why. Come back to your intentions. 2 of Cups, the Devil, High Priestess. It's time to commit to something bigger. You're not turning it up as far as you could, the Tower, and things are about to push you into your potential. Because it's like, you've caught glimpses of this, but something's about to be further embodied, and it feels like this is something you've asked for, but you don't have any idea how much you're about to elevate. And it's going to feel like, it's going to be uncomfortable, because it's like a rocket launching kind of energy. Where you're transforming. It's like, transformation's never comfortable. But we're always grateful for it. Post transformation, 3 of Swords. The Fool. There is a fear of change, fear of new beginnings. Feeling disappointed. Feels like an addiction to nostalgia, which isn't a bad thing, but then sometimes it can be. I have this 9 of Swords. It's like a fear of things changing, a fear of things evolving, a fear of things developing, wanting everything to stay exactly as it is. Even a lot of the shows and things I watch, and TV shows, like, I always like to watch the ones that have been filmed in, a certain time, like 80s, 90s, when the decor's a certain way, like when you watch things that are shot like today, like reality TV shows where all the houses are like white and whatever, and I don't know, just very not homely, very show homey. And I feel like even things like that, the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, is like, I watch them kind of shows because I want to stay in a reality where certain things haven't developed, certain things haven't moved on. Like in my world, everybody's still living in a certain way, where there's a long wire attached to the phone, and, and it feels like there's a fear of change, a fear of moving on, a fear of developing. Some of you like a fear of tech. Some of you, maybe Aqua Rising or Aquarius placements, it's like you're here to take stuff to the next level, even further than it is been taken. and you don't like the fact where it's already been taken. But it's like, use everything to your advantage, because you can still, like, it's like, it's better to know than not. And like, there's a difference between using something to your advantage and letting it use you. The way that we can really get overpowered by anything is when we're not aware. Like when we're uneducated, there's something here that it's like, something's going to be really useful to you, something's going to be really helpful. Maybe this is like AI, maybe this is whatever it is, something's going to be really helpful. But it feels like it's something you don't want to exist in your world or in your reality, but it does exist in the world, but you don't want it to exist in your world. There's, I get that, I do that as well, where you pick and choose what actually exists in your world. Like, just because like the whole planet's using a certain thing doesn't mean that I believe, like, I'm gonna just pretend that that doesn't even happen, that doesn't exist, and you know what I mean, keep it old school. But there's something here where it's like, this is gonna be a game changer for you, and you're being like guided to use this to your advantage, you know. It's like we should use everything as a resource, the good and the bad. You know, it's like any curse can be turned into a blessing. Any bad intention can be, you know, like taken and turned into a good intention. Just because you don't like why something was created, or how it's created, or who created it, or where it's going, or somebody's intention for something, think about how you could use something for your good intention, or for you to open your mind, guys, open your mind, because it feels like, yeah, you're it's like, let go of all these narratives, all these restrictions, all these resistance to, I can't do this because of this, I don't like that because of that, I don't like judgment. It's like, let go of all of that, and just, what would make this easier? Is it available? Let's give it a go. Detached. It's like, yeah, not just any old thing, like, you know what I mean, like, there's a fine line between like disrespecting your values and not getting in your own way. But it feels like that's something you can discern. High Priestess, flying out on the Hierophant, guys. Hierophant, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, High Priestess again, Hanged Man, the Star, all right. It's like you see yourself as very committed. You know what's going on in terms of the bigger picture here. Lovers on the back of the deck. It's like there's no doubt that you're going to keep making the right decisions, following your heart on what you need to do, following your intuition. 7 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Outcome, Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like now you're in a place where you will make the decision that's right for you, even if it doesn't feel good in the moment, even if there's some dissatisfaction, even if there's fear, whatever it is, there's courage here to move forward regardless of uncertainty, to follow your intuition, and you don't have to see it to believe it anymore. It's very kind of cutting energy, very decisive, very straight to the point. It feels like there's been a lot of a lot of resistance that's been clearing. There's still a little bit here, still like heartbreak here, but you're being guided to just keep jumping into celebration. Sometimes less is more is what's coming through here. You don't need as much as you think you do to be happy. It's like empty yourself instead of trying to acquire things to fill the void. It's like just sit with the void and, you know what I mean, it will disappear. The Tower, the Emperor. Feel your eagle on the back of the deck, number 1, 333. And Grace, number 39, Swan. And the Bat, Ritualistic Death, Rebirth, number 42. And the Black Panther wanting to come out as well, number 52. Jumping into the void empty-handed with implicit trust. My whole deck just fell off the side. I'm in a bit of a hullabaloo today. Alright. Embracing the unknown. Midnight Jaguar, wash me with your courage and still me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown, then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. Sounds fun. You're not to worry about the future. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown, of being less than you truly are. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown, of being less than you truly are, or an inability to simply be. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper into your own self-discovery and healing process. Here you will discover Black Panther's unexpected blessings. And we've got number 1, the eagle, spirit. Eagle medicine is the power of the great spirit, the connection to the divine. It is the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth. Eagle soars and is quick to observe expansiveness within the overall pattern of life. From the heights of the clouds, Eagle is close to the heavens, where the Great Spirit dwells. The feathers of Eagle are considered to be the most sacred of healing tools. They have been used for centuries by shamans to cleanse the auras of patients coming to them for healing. Within the belief systems of Native American tribes, Eagle represents a state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and a completion of the tests of initiation which result in the taking of one's personal power. A state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and a completion of the tests of initiation which result in the taking of one's personal power. This is what I was saying about. And with the swan, which is grace, number 39. Like you have achieved a state of grace through hard work, understanding, and a completion of tests of initiation, which result in the taking of your personal power. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life, as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connection to the Great Spirit, that the right to use the essence of Eagle medicine is earned. feels like acceptance for what has gone, what has been. If you have pulled this symbol, Eagle is reminding you to take heart and gather your courage, for the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to soar above the mundane levels of your life. The power of recognizing this opportunity may come in the form of a spiritual test. In being astute, you may recognize the places within your soul, personality, emotions, or psyche that need bolstering or refinement. By looking at the overall tapestry, Eagle teaches you to broaden your sense of self beyond the horizon of what is presently visible. In learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, the wings of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join in the adventure that you are co-creating with the divine. If Eagle is majestic... 444. If Eagle is majestically soared into your cards, you are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Air is of the mental plane, and in this instance, it is of the higher mind. Wisdom comes in many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creative force of the Great Spirit. If you've been walking in the shadows of former realities, Eagle brings illumination. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch Grandfather's Son with your heart, to love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. You're being guided to really lift your head up and to a lot of it feels like shame or fear of a belief of not being good enough to start again because of not being able to forgive yourself for the past. It feels like you need to forgive yourself for the past. Tell yourself what you need to hear, that it's okay. Even if there's part of you that thinks it's not okay, let yourself know it is, and say that out loud. Talk to yourself, give yourself permission, lift your own head up, walk yourself under the spotlight. Even if part of you thinks you don't deserve to be there, it's keep reminding yourself you do. It's see the fear, do it anyway. You can't control what anyone else does or how anyone else tries to sabotage you. Don't let the fear of what someone might do stop you doing what's right for you. It feels like you're being asked to really take a deep breath and jump. With your, head held high. Move with your chest. Say it with your chest. Move with your chest. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch Grandfather's Son with your heart, to show the shadow as well as the light. It's you don't have to hide certain sides of yourself. You don't have to hide your past self. Accept and love all versions of yourself. That thing of keeping things behind closed doors or not wanting to be honest about certain things because of what maybe outside people think or what you think about yourself. It's release yourself from having to hide. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Eagle medicine is the gift we give ourselves to remind us of the freedom of the skies. Eagle asks you to give yourself permission to legalize freedom and to follow the joy your heart desires. 47 minutes, 37 seconds. Let's go. Move in purpose on purpose. The Empress on the back of the deck, number 3. Time to take action. Power of creativity. Success that allows for a life of luxury. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulder, the end of addiction or codependency. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Not focusing too great, guys, sorry. So, come on. You have what it takes, believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. And the last card we got released, number 13, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. And balance, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints. There's a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. There you are. There you are, Temperance. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem, don't give up, your relationship can be healed. I'm going to leave it here, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.